Welcome to my YouTube automotive channel. Today I have a 2016 Dodge Charger, and in this video I will show you the location of all low frequency keyless entry antennas. This video will apply to latest generation of Dodge Chargers made from 2011 all the way up to 2021. Now there is total of 5 antennas, and it took me like forever to find them and to figure out which one is bad on my charger. So that's why I decided to make this video, to make life a bit easier for anybody else going through this. Okay, now the main issue with a faulty low frequency keyless entry antenna is usually your key fob will not work, or some of the options on the key fob will not work, such as remote start or a lock unlock or things like that. Other thing that could be happening is your proximity alert sensor here on the door handle will not work, or once you start your car, you'll get the message key not detected and the keys in the cabin. So there is couple of things that could be happening, and one of the antennas could be responsible. In this video I will not be taking apart complete car, just to show you the access to every and each antenna. A couple of them are really hard to access, but those are usually good, but I will show you where they are, how to access them, and I will show you the location of the ones that are easier to access. Okay, now the first low frequency antenna will be located just under the middle console. Now my charger is ex-police, so my shifter is here. So what you'll have to do, you'll have to remove your shifter and then lift this cover up. There's just a couple of clips actually holding it in place. Mine is kind of aftermarket, so don't worry about it. So you'll have clips holding it here, here, here and here. There is no screws holding it. And your first antenna is right here, this black piece, and this antenna is mostly responsible for the keyless enter and go. So that's your sensor on the outside door handles. Now the second keyless entry antenna will be located in the trunk area. So what you want to do, first you want to remove the cover that's on top of the spare tire, and your radio antenna will be right here, this black piece. I hope you can see it. Now this is the one that's bad on my charger, and this antenna is responsible for the remote starter and for keyless entry as well. So this is one of the antennas. Make sure if you replace it to get the same part number. I actually got one from the salvage. It was a different part number and it didn't work. So today I was at the Dodge dealership. I had it scanned and I got the new part. I have it ordered. It's gonna be here in a few days, and the price was like 25 bucks. So it's really not expensive. Okay, so the third keyless entry antenna is actually located just behind the rear bumper. So you would have to remove the bumper cover to access it and replace it. That's why I said I won't be taking the bumper off, just to show you the location of it. But like I said, you'll have to pull off the bumper, and your third antenna will be here, and it's also responsible for keyless entry. Okay, now the last two antennas are actually located behind the door panels on the rear doors. So that's why I said I won't be taking off the panels, just to show you the location of the antenna. So what you want to do, you have to remove this inside panel, and then unfortunately you will have one more inner panel to remove, and the antenna is supposed to be on the inner edge of the inner door panel, so that's a bit complicated to remove, but luckily those antennas are usually good. Most often the problem is with the antenna in the middle console or the one in the trunk, because how people pull the spare tire out, they just damage the wires or the antenna itself. And like I said, the last antenna is located behind the other rear door panels, so same stuff, you have to take it completely apart to access it. Okay, and now I will talk a bit more about those radio antennas and part numbers. So pretty much I can't really tell you which part number is each antenna, because it's kind of different on each Dodge Charger. So what I suggest doing, first have the vehicle scanned. If there is a problem with one of the antennas, there is a good chance the code is gonna show up, which is gonna pinpoint which antenna is the problem. And then just give a call to a Dodge dealership, give them your VIN serial number, and they should be able to give you your part number. Now these are like the general most often part numbers. Like for example, my Charger had this part number and this part number, but this one actually that was bad. This is not my part number, so it kind of depends. So like I said, make sure with the Dodge dealership to get the right part, because you can get these antennas cheap online. They all look kind of the same, but if you get the wrong one, it's not gonna work. So this first one right here, this one is supposed to be for the rear doors, left rear door, right rear door, so those are the same. Now this one right here, this is the one that's supposed to go into the trunk area. This one just below it, this is the one that's supposed to be behind the rear bumper, and this last one, this is the one that goes into the middle console, just under the middle console, yeah. Okay, I hope this video was helpful and that it gave you at least an idea how to locate those antennas. They are really easy to replace. You just have to pretty much unplug them and plug in the new one, and that should fix your issue. If not, if you have a code, replace the antenna, the code goes away but your keyless entry is still not working, then you will have to take the car to a Dodge dealer. They usually charge half-hour labor to program the key fobs. Now that's something to keep in mind as well. If you're lucky, once you change the bad antenna, your key fobs will start working, but if you're unlucky, you'll have to pay few bucks to have it programmed, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this video. If it gave you any useful information, please like it and consider subscribing and joining my YouTube automotive channel. On my channel there is lots of how-to videos, do-it-yourself videos, car reviews, product reviews and other similar automotive topics.